What's up, fight fans? Matt the Beast Tucker here for Fight Hub TV, powered by Stagefront VIP. Here with the Emperor, the ferocious one, George Kambosos Jr. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well, man. It's good to be back. Good to be here in the US headlining, and extremely excited. Feeling great, refreshed, and ready to handle the business on Saturday.
You seem really fired up today. That stare down, you're chomping on your gum. How excited are you to get back on the winning track? You had a couple of tough fights against Devin, but you seem very reinvigorated right now. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, I am. That's just a small bit. I wasn't showing too much, but again, you can already feel that aura, that presence. As soon as I walk into the room, you feel that presence. So I'm very, very focused. That tunnel vision is there, and then when we faced off, you can see I'm here to fight. I saw his eyes too. I see that this is a big stage for him, and he's coming up against the elite. So we're ready. Whatever he brings, whatever he decides to try. We've seen it all. We've been there. We've had an unbelievable camp. Ready for this victory.
What did you see in his eyes when you faced off?
I seen a guy that's very nervous. He's going to try to hype himself up a little bit, but as the days have gone past, that confidence is getting less and less because it's getting closer to time to fight. And this is not just a dream or something that's just been, made. This is reality now. So, what I saw, but Saturday, that's when it matters most.
What are your thoughts on the current 135-pound division? It seems as though Devin is getting pressured to make a decision on whether he's moving to 140 or not. Where do you see yourself in that division right now?
Look, I'm still at the top of the top because I've only lost to the guy who's number one. The guy's got all the belts, so I'm still there. Very big name, very big presence, and it'll all be shown again on Saturday when I get this great win, this great victory, emphatic statement, and then we move on from there. But the lightweight division is still, as hot as any division in the world. But I think there's going to be a lot more openings. I feel that Devin is going to move up, and these belts are going to become, spread open, and from there we're going to be able to, jump on one of them, and we'll be ready.
Curious what your thoughts were about his fight against Lomachenko. A lot of folks had it real close. A lot of folks had it for Lomachenko. Some Haney. How did you score that?
Look, it was a very close fight. The way I saw it, it is my opinion. The way others saw it, it's their opinion. That's boxing. Boxing sometimes being such a close fight, can be seen in different eyes. But Devin remained the champion, got all the belts. He now moves on to whatever's next. And then for Lomachenko, he's going to move on to whatever's next. He's got to move on to a big fight and a big name. So we'll see what he does. We'll see what Devin does. But again, we shouldn't sit here and try to say a close fight is a robbery. It was a close fight. It really could have, the way you saw the fight, the way, what shots you saw landing, and you got an aggressor, a guy that's done some good body work early. You got a guy that's trying to close the fight. It was just a good fight. I was honoured to be there ringside watching the fight. And, that's history now. It is what it is. We're focused on our plans now.
Curious what your future plans are. Are you thinking about 140 at all? A fight against Teofimo makes a lot of sense. You had that great win against him. Ever think about moving to 140, or are you hanging out at 135 for a while?
Look, my motivation now is Maxi Hughes. That's it, at 135. I want to be, again, champion at 135. And then from there, we'll see. But right now, I only got one thing on my mind. There is a lot of motivation for what's to come and what can come. But for now, I know there's one man standing in the way of that. So I've got to knock this guy down like a domino, take him out and move on to what's next.
I'd like you to put on your analyst hat right now. Got some great fights coming up.
Spencer Crawford.
Do a lightning round if you don't mind.
Let's do it.
You guessed it, Spence Crawford. What are your thoughts?
Very excited for that fight. Happy that it's not this weekend, it's next weekend. And it's a real 50-50 fight. I really... It's so difficult. And I think every fight fan, every lover of the sweet science is in the same situation. You think of it going one way, no, you think of the other way. They got their strengths, their weaknesses. You got so many things that they do great, both of them. So, I'm gonna go left foot. I'm gonna go draw. I think it's paying big money, so we're gonna go the draw for that fight. But who knows?
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell Yeah, who is going to win that?
Yeah,
It's a
tough
great
fight.
fight. We've got some other fights coming up. Canelo versus Jermell Charlo.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
It's a good fight as well. Obviously, you give the edge to Canelo. He's the bigger man. He's the guy that's campaigned at that weight. But again, Charlo coming up, he's got a lot of skills as well. He's got a lot to prove. Have we seen when Canelo comes up against guys that are nice, slick kind of boxers, he struggles a little bit sometimes, yeah. But I think Canelo's very seasoned as well. And I'm sure he's looking to make a good statement. So I think you've got to give the edge to Canelo in that fight. But again, you just really don't know until they step in there. And that's what's good about boxing. The best are fighting the best. Like I did with Devin and Lopez and all these guys. The best fight the best. And when the fan says, I don't know, 50-50, which way can I go? There'll be a winner, there'll be a loser. And we should parade both men. You say, you know what, okay, the loser, he lost, big deal. The zero's gone or whatever. He can fight this good guy now. Like the UFC do. It's a great way they do it. And we're going to see some great fights if we continue that mentality. Forget this undefeated zero, all this hype about it.
I totally agree with you. Speaking of UFC, Tyson Fury versus former heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou. What do you think about that fight? You think it's... what do you think?
I like Tyson Fury. But this is a good cash grab. Good on him. He's smart. He's got a family to look after, so good on him. If the money's there, take the fight and make it happen and cash in. Am I a big fan of Usyk? Yes. Do I know him? Yes. Do we speak regularly? Yes. I feel that Usyk and Fury should have happened, but for whatever reason it hasn't happened, so be it. But, when you've got a guy like Fury fighting, a UFC guy who's never had a pro boxing fight in their life, yes, he's a puncher, he's dangerous, and all this hype that they're going to try to build up about it, to try to, give that smoke and mirrors about for the boxing fans. But, yeah, I'm not a fan of it. Saying I won't, will I watch it? Yeah, probably I'll watch it because it's, it's entertainment, it's an event. But when it comes to boxing, it's not really, top of my list to, for the fights like Crawford and Spence, like Inoue and Fulton. That's another great fight as well.
Yeah, definitely. I'm curious what would happen if Francis should pull out the win. Have you seen a lot of his fights before?
Just minute things, little highlights and stuff from his UFC fights that have popped up on social media. I don't think he can win this fight unless he lands the biggest, haymaker and lucky shot ever and knocks him. And that's no disrespect, but come on, Deontay Wilder, an absolute animal, have an absolute war with Fury, and he's, I'm sure, bigger puncher than what Ngannou is. So we'll have to wait and see. But I don't know.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a fan of freak show fights, but I'm excited for that. Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's entertainment. We've seen it with McGregor and Floyd, and there's entertainment fights, and that's when you get to that point in your career and you want to cash in and grab it. Okay, so be it. He's a big name. He can do what he wants.
Speaking of entertainment fights, Elon Musk versus Mark Zuckerberg. Who you got?
Who knows, man, in that fight? I've never seen him fight before, so I think Zuckerberg does. He does a bit of the MMA, and he's got obviously Adesanya and Volkanovski helping him out. But then again, I think Musk has George St. Pierre, so.
And like 80 pounds on Mark.
Yeah, he's got a bit of weight. So look, Elon Musk, if you need a guy who is quite good with his hands, a guy that's got that relentless, ruthless kind of fight in him, I might have to get a call up to help him out as well. But I don't know. This is entertainment. It's entertainment. I'm focused on boxing, and I think the boxing fans, that's what they love.
I just want to sell that fight so I make a lot of money.
Look, everyone's got to do what they got to do.
George, pleasure as always. I'm going to let you go. Best of luck Saturday.
Appreciate it.
Great to see you, brother.
Definitely. Great to be here. Thank you to all the fans. And Saturday, Ferocious is back once again.
Ferocious is back. You heard it here. Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thanks for that.
Thank you so much for watching this video. And make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV. And give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.